Hello, my nasties. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing something quite different than what I typically do on my channel because when have I ever shared a scrapbook with you all? Today we are going to be scrapbooking in my scrapbook. Full disclosure, this is not the first time this scrapbook has made an appearance on my channel, and I'm going to dive so deep into that in just a second. I actually filmed a full 40 minutes of my chit-chatting and scrapbooking, and then I decided that I wanted to scrap all of that. Not necessarily the footage, but I wanted to scrap the chatting because I found myself being too apologetic over something that I didn't need to be apologetic over. And I am going to talk about that in this video, granted in a much more condensed version. So this scrapbook, by the way, I will have links down below if the scrapbook is still available. I purchased it a couple of years ago on Amazon. It was available in different colors, different sizes, and all of that. But if you like it, I will have it linked down below. And as always, links to my Etsy shop will be down below and my social media and all of that good stuff. So a couple of years ago, I dabbled in the idea of making my P.O. Box address public. I did that, and some of my subscribers at the time were kind enough to go out of their way to send me items in the mail. Now, at the time, I made it explicitly clear that I did not want any gifts being sent to me. I did not want anything extravagant. I didn't want anything like that, right? And this is where in the video that I was going to upload, I found myself immediately going into a 3-hour long diatribe of apologies for my thoughts on the matter. And basically, I was hesitant in having my P.O. Box public because I did not want gifts to be sent to me. I've had a P.O. Box for many years, but I'd never made it explicitly public. But I had people saying, hey, Carla, we'd like to send you a letter. We want to send you a drawing, whatever it is. And I said, great, I'm going to put my address in my videos, but I don't want anyone to feel obligated to send me any gifts. Lo and behold, I received gifts. Now, I am not, and I want to make this explicitly clear, that I am not being ungrateful. I am not an ingrate. I appreciate so much that people out there, strangers on the internet, feel so appreciative of me and what I do, all of my shenanigans, whether it be illustration, coloring books, just my presence online, whatever it is. I am beyond flattered and humbled. You could be both, believe it or not, flattered and humbled that people appreciate me so much that they would be willing to spend their hard-earned money and their time purchasing gifts and sending those gifts to me. Now, all of that said, it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable because I am a creative. This is my full-time life now, essentially. I create art, I create stickers, I create coloring books, I have goodies on Patreon that I release every month. So I am living a creative life, but I am paid for this. And that is the only thing that I feel comfortable accepting money for. And of course, like every annoying artist out there, even accepting money for what I do feels icky, but I'm getting better at that because I'm learning now that what I do is necessary. As frivolous as it seems, it is necessary, right? People find enjoyment, they find escapism in what I do, and I'm more than happy to accept money so that I can eat and then continue producing more artwork for everyone to consume and enjoy, right? But having people send me gifts that they purchase, that just knowing that people are spending their money on other things to send me makes me feel icky. I know that I've touched on this on my channel, but I can't tell you exactly when. I know I've mentioned it several times, but I am not one of those people who celebrates Christmas in the traditional sense. Well, rather, actually, I would say that I celebrate Christmas in the actual traditional sense, and that I enjoy the festivities and I enjoy light gift giving. If somebody makes me a pie or bakes me some cookies, that I'm thrilled with, right? But it's the buy, the extravagant gifts and the stress and all of that. I'm not into that. Birthdays, I do not celebrate my own birthday. I have not done it since I was a child. I loved it when I was a kid because, hi, decorations and candy. But as a teenager and then moving on into adulthood, I don't. I don't enjoy accepting gifts. If someone wants to take me out for a drink or for dinner, that's fine. That's the extent of it, though. I enjoy experiences. As corny as it sounds, I'm an experience girl, not a gift girl necessarily. And so the scrapbook, I had talked about it on my channel a couple of years ago, and I said, you guys, if you want to send me artwork, postcards, greeting cards, I don't care if you scribble on a Post-it note. Maybe you go outside and you find a leaf that you think looks cool, okay? Send me all of that, and I would love to make a scrapbook with it. Well, I did receive a few letters and pieces of artwork, and I do have those. I have kept those, and they will be making their way into the scrapbook, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But I noticed that most of the items that I was receiving in the mail were actual physical gifts, clothing, decor, things of that nature. And then I realized that this P.O. Box thing wasn't going to work. And again, it's not that I do not appreciate it, you guys, because I still have the handful of gifts that I was sent. Trust me, I still have them. And actually, one of those gifts wasn't even for me. It was a bag of treats for Bentley, which he loved, by the way. But I kept those gifts, but I decided at that moment that I was going to quietly stop mentioning I was quietly going to remove my P.O. Box address and then stop mentioning the P.O. Box altogether in my videos. I did not want to mention it anymore because I am not against P.O. Box unboxings at all. I watch them. I think they're fun. I think they're cute. But one thing that rubs me the wrong way about it is when I watch P.O. Box unboxings from creators, I notice that from the very first few P.O. Box unboxings that they film, they receive a plethora of handwritten notes, postcards. Sorry about my phone. I should put that on silent. They receive a plethora of small handwritten or hand-drawn items, flat things that are easily stored, right? And then as they continue to film the videos, I notice that progressively the gifts start becoming more extravagant, larger, heavier, big boxes. And then I think, oh, no. This is becoming an exercise in not only showing off the goods that you are receiving in the mail, but it is also alienating the audience. And what does that mean? Well, what I mean by that is when people watch these unboxings and they watch an unboxing that starts humbly with just a few handwritten notes and then it progresses into large extravagant gifts, those in the audience who perhaps cannot afford to send a gift then begin to feel as if they are less than, as if they are unworthy of being part of the community of that channel. And that is an absolute hell to the as far as I'm concerned. So that was a huge reason for me wanting to not even do this anymore. Again, I can't, and I caught myself apologizing way too damn much in the long video that I had filmed, and I'm going to do it again. because this is the internet, and I can say something until I am absolutely blue in the face, but it will still get lost on deaf ears because people choose not to listen. It is not that I am not grateful for the items I have received. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to share that yes, in fact, I have retained the notes, the drawings, the letters, and all of those things in this video. And a couple of other gifts. I have, there was a mug that was sent to me, which is currently in my cabinet. And then there was also somebody sent, well, I know who it was, but I don't want to mention the name. But someone sent Ralph a girlfriend. So Ralph has a girlfriend who comes out during this time of year. I'm sure you'll see her in the background of one of my videos. But he has well, is it his girlfriend or is it, I want to call it his cool auntie. Someone sent me a auntie for Ralph, but she does not come out all year long. She comes out during September, October, and November. So for the spooky season, she comes out. But so I have that sitting in the cabinet. But I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it again. Thank you, but please do not send me gifts to my P.O. box, because I am happy to say that I am going to, at least I'm going to test it out for a little while. We'll test it out for a few months and see what happens. But I am going to leave my P.O. box address down in the description box of my videos. I might put it in the the footer of my website as well for easy reference, but it will certainly be appearing in the description box of my videos. Why? Because of my scrapbook. So I've decided in my scrapbook that I am going to use this as a repository of not only my work, but also what I am sent in my P.O. box. So on the pages, on the right-hand pages, I'm going to be displaying my postcards and my stickers that I produce. And then on the left-hand side, so directly opposite, is going to be items that I am sent. Anything that will fit into a scrapbook will be in this scrapbook. So why did I decide on a scrapbook? Because it's easy to contain. I'm one little person. I live in a teeny tiny apartment. One more reason why I essentially begged people not to send me items that I need to store because I simply cannot. I literally live in a one bedroom. I do not have the room. I barely have enough room for me and the 3 quote unquote businesses that I run out of my apartment. So, all of that being said, I like the idea of keeping a log, a reminder, a collection. A collection is kind of the wrong word, but a diary, if you will, a journal, memories of everything that I've created. I attempted, some of you may be saying, well, why don't you just keep a journal, like an actual journal or a diary? And it's because I had attempted to keep a diary, to keep a journal many, many, many times over the years when I was a child. It didn't survive into my being a teenager. I attempted it so many times. But even as a kid, putting my deep thoughts onto physical paper, seeing my thoughts materialized in words, made me feel so exposed and uncomfortable. I've always been this fiercely protective and private individual. And even as a child, writing it down in a cute little diary, I don't care how cute it was, I don't care if it had one of those chintzy little locks on it, I never felt comfortable having that there to be found by anyone, right? And it's not as though I am part of the Illuminati, I'm hiding secrets of the cosmos in my brain, but just me as an individual. It's in my nature to be protective and private. And I never felt comfortable. But I liked the idea of putting together memories and being able to flip through my books and seeing what my life was like and what I was creating. I periodically pull out sketchbooks, my old sketchbooks, and I go through those because if there's anything that I've kept from my childhood and my teenage years, and when I started to draw really was my teenage years, are sketchbooks. And I enjoy looking through those, but those are very flat. They're sketchbooks. It's a cute collection of artwork, I understand that. But a scrapbook will allow me to put my postcards, my art prints, my stickers. And because I started my YouTube journey 4.5, 5 years ago now, wow. When I started creating coloring books is when I started dabbling into the YouTubes. And eventually, a couple years into my having a YouTube is when I started building a subscriber base and a community base. So it only makes sense for me to put my community together alongside my creations, because you guys see a lot of these creations being created in real time. So I will have my work for Cat Eyes and Cacti, which is design and illustration. I will have my spooklets and all of my stickers that you see as part of my personal brand. And then I also want to incorporate some of the work that I make for my patrons, because that work over there is even smaller. The community on Patreon is smaller and a bit more intimate than it is on YouTube. So I will be somehow shoving some of my Patreon work in here as well. So I hope that you enjoy this little thing that I'm attempting, my scrapbooking videos. You are not obligated at all in any way, shape, or form to send me anything ever. Please don't feel that you are, okay? Please do not. I cannot emphasize that enough. Your support on this channel, your leaving me a comment, if you are too shy to comment, leaving a little like on my videos, following me on Instagram, doing all of that helps. And I appreciate every bit of it. But if you are one of those individuals who wants to be part of my scrapbooking shenanigans, feel free to send me anything that will fit in a scrapbook. A drawing, a letter, a postcard, anything that will fit in here that you feel that you want to send to me, please feel free to do so. And I will periodically, when I accumulate a little pile of stuff, assuming that I accumulate a little pile of stuff, I will be doing scrapbook with me videos. Okay, so for those of you who are interested, those are coming. We're going to try that. It'll be a nice transition because my Sparkle Chat videos are going to disappear once I finish my Bat Princess diamond painting, which you may or may not know about. Just take a peek at my socials or on my channel if you are curious. And so once my Sparkle Chat videos are over with, I mean, I may continue those if another one of my diamond paintings gets created, but that's a tale for another day. But once we cycle those videos out, then the scrapbooking videos will come in to fill that void, and it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to doing this. I am keeping my scrapbooking style very simple. I am not interested in purchasing fancy papers and the stickers and the glues and the I want my artwork and the items and letters that I am sent to speak for themselves. I want those to be the star of the show, not everything else, not the fancy trimming and the this and the that. So it's going to be fairly simple. If I have any complex scrapbookers out there, you may be a little disappointed in my aesthetic because it's going to be very clean and very simple for the most part. But I think this is going to be fun, and it's just going to be nice to be able to flip through and see not only my work, but everyone else as well in there. My little community of nasties, my heathens, my freak show. Yeah, I can pull out the book, take a look at it, and be reminded of how freaking fabulous we all are. Also, I just want to toss in a quick little note here that when people send me letters, because I have some notes and letters that were sent to me a couple of years ago, which will be going into the scrapbook, I will not be showing the letters or reading them on camera unless I have permission. So when I put them into the scrapbook, I am going to be putting them into an envelope. So the name will not be visible. Unless you explicitly give me permission to show it on camera, I will not. Okay? So with all of that being said, this was a rather long and still unintentionally overly apologetic, but I can't help myself. Sorry about that. You see what I did there? Too much apologizing, and then I apologized again. I know I do it too much. I do it too much, but I feel as though I do it when it's appropriate. I don't apologize for who I am, how I dress, what I do, how I behave, right? But when it comes to my channel and my subscribers, that's when I feel as though I I fail to articulate my ideas and my sentiments exactly the way I need to in the moment because I don't typically script any videos. So I feel as though I just need to make things as explicitly clear as I can to avoid any potential. I don't want to say conflict because I don't entertain conflict on my channel. If somebody leaves me a nasty comment, chances are, if I even see it, I'm just going to delete it and I'm not going to bother responding. But I just want to avoid unwittingly making someone feel like crap because they have sent me something that I specifically asked them not to send, i.e., a large 3-dimensional gift that I need to store. Okay, so please don't feel bad. If you are one of those people who sent me something in the past, do not feel bad. I promise you, I kept it and I love it all. I just had to squash it. I had to squash that as soon as it started because I knew it was going to snowball into something that I did not want it to become. So with all of that being said, this was a rather long video, but I hope you are looking forward to watching these scrapbooking videos. Again, take a look down below. My address will be down there, as well as links to where you can find me online, my Etsy shop, and all of that yumminess. I do realize that the camera angle on this was horrifying. I know, I apologize. It's just my tripod, it shifted and I didn't realize it. And I am sorry. Here I go apologizing again. All right, be bad, be good. I do not give a damn which. Just make sure you come back in one piece. I will see you in tomorrow's video because we're still deep in this Vlogtober, Vlogoween situation. So goodbye. Go do something fun with yourself. I will see you tomorrow. So, actually, we're going to add just a teeny tiny little snippet here at the end because I realized I had failed to include this footage. I mentioned earlier that I was going to show everyone a peeky peek at some of the items that I was sent when I first attempted this P.O. box thing. And you guys, I thought it was 2 years ago. And I just looked up on Amazon. I wanted to look up the product number so that I could link it down below. I purchased this scrapbook last year. It felt like 2-3 years ago, but no, it was definitely last year. So all of that being said, now we're going to end it. I'm not going to show myself putting any of these items in the scrapbook. We'll save that for another video, but I just wanted to show everyone that yes, indeed, I did keep the letters and the flats. And I mean, these were edibles, not edibles as in marijuana edibles, but someone sent me items that I could eat because you guys know I'm an old lady when it comes to my candy. I appreciate my old-fashioned candy. I'm a Werther's girl. I'm a peppermint pinwheel, pillow mint, a cough drop kind of girl. And so one of you, I know who it was, but again, I don't feel comfortable naming names unless I'm given permission, but someone sent me candy. I, of course, ate them and I put them, the packages are going to go into the scrapbook. Did I need to prove that I kept everyone's stuff? No, of course not, but I just don't know. I just don't know. You know, one day I will get to the point where I truly do not give an F, but again, I think it's because it's about balance, right? I don't give an F in my real life. I told you, I wear what I want, I behave how I want, I do what I want, I live my life however I want. But when it comes to my channel, when other people are involved, such as my subscribers, and I mentioned, oh, I'm going to show you that I did keep everything, it makes sense to just show you, right? Because this is not just me. Again, I can behave however the hell I want out in the world because that is me and me alone. But when others are involved, well, I have to be, you know, I have to do things correctly. And in this case, if I mention that I'm going to show you that I did in fact keep what everybody sent me, I did in fact keep it. So you got a little peek at it. All right, now the video is over. We'll talk more about the items that I was sent, and in the next one, I will start gluing them, attaching them, doing however I'm going to get the things in the book. We'll do that in the next one. So let me know down below if you are interested in the scrapbooking videos. I have a feeling that some people will be, so I mean, but just let me know. And again, if you are interested, address below, everything else you need to know. We're just gonna do the outro again. Be bad, be good. I do not give a damn which. Just come back in one piece. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And if you are one of the ones who sent me one of these items that you saw, thank you so so much.